Alright, how's it going? So we had some boxing over the weekend, right? First of all, I didn't see the Tyson um, Jake Paul fight. Near on 60-year-old man against the guy that's never beat a professional boxer. Not to my knowledge, anyway. Um, I believe he may have beaten one professional boxer that was ranked outside the top 100 or something. I mean, he's a joke of a boxer. He's not a real boxer. He's um, I won't say a YouTuber anymore because this is what he does full time now. He boxes. But he's boxing, absolute tomato cans. And now he boxed the near on 60-year-old man who's just the complete shell of himself, right? Mike Tyson back in the day was an absolute killer, great fighter, but he's now a 60-year-old man that's been smoking weed for the past 40 years or whatever, so I mean, that on top of having a professional boxing career, there was no chance. So I didn't even see the fight. I don't really know how it went, but from what I hear, it was just, it was a shit show. However, I did see the fight beforehand, right? I'm not a fan of women's boxing at all, but I decided to tune in just to see that fight for some reason. And to my surprise, it was a good fight. Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano, right? And this is the reason I make the video, because after the fight, I'm hearing a lot of people say that it was one of the biggest robberies ever, right? Including the commentary. So I had to make a video about it because that's a complete lie, complete joke, right? I saw Katie Taylor easily winning, and I mean easy. I think I had it. Well, I think it was a 12-round fight. Yeah, it was a 12-round fight, wasn't it? Anyway, I think I had it, Katie Taylor winning, like, was it a 12-round fight or was it a 10-round fight? Either way, I had Katie Taylor winning the majority of the rounds, easily. I'm talking like a 9 rounds to 3 type fight. That's what I saw. Yeah, I can't remember if it was 12 or 10 rounds now. But yeah, I had Katie Taylor winning almost every round. There was one round where she had a point deducted, and some people would have gone Amanda Serrano 10-8 in that round. But I thought Katie Taylor won that round, so that was just a 9-9 round. Yeah, Katie Taylor was countering everything that Serrano did. Serrano was just walking forward, straight up, not much head movement or anything, throwing punches, very tough girl. Had a lot of volume, was throwing punches. It was a great fight. It was a brawl, so I was impressed with the woman. But yeah, the commentary was extremely biased. I mean, during the fight or before the fight, they mentioned how Serrano was the first ever Puerto Rican undisputed champion, and they made a big deal about that and saying, hey, if you know Puerto Rican boxing history, that's a big deal. But what they failed to mention is that it's about 1,000,000 times easier to become a undisputed woman's champion than it is a men's champion. You know, but just about 1,000,000 times easier. So, I mean, that doesn't really mean anything to be an undisputed woman, right? Because there's only about 10 women that are decent at boxing in the world. You know, all divisions. There's about 10 of them that are decent. The rest are just absolute tomato cans. So, yeah, that doesn't say a lot, but the point is Serrano was being talked up massively by the commentary pre-fight. There was a clear bias towards Serrano. During the fight, you know, they said, oh, Serrano's doing this, doing that, and I just saw her head rocking back. You know, Katie Taylor was countering, you know, catching her all the time. Counter after counter after counter, rocking Serrano's head back, and all the commentary are talking about is what Serrano's doing. It was just ridiculous. So biased commentary, and then yeah, I'm not sure what all the fans saw, because I saw Katie Taylor winning easily, and she got the decision. I think all three judges scored it for Katie Taylor, but it was close. It was very close on all the judges' scorecards. It must have been a 10-round fight now that I'm thinking about it, because I believe the scores were like 95-94. So yeah, that must be 10 rounds. So yeah, so the judges all had it close. I didn't have it close. I thought that was the robbery, that Katie Taylor only won by a point on each card. I thought she won just about every round. Okay, so now I know it was 10 rounds. I think I gave Katie Taylor 8 rounds. 8 rounds to 2. You know, and I'm not joking. Like, I saw a lot of backlash straight after the fight. You know, oh, robbery, biggest robbery I've ever seen. You know, some people are saying. Don't know what fight you were watching, because yeah, like I say, what I was watching was Serrano going forward, throwing a lot of punches, landing only about 1 out of every 5, and Katie Taylor was landing about 3 out of 5 or 3 out of 4. You know, she was counter punching, landing 2, 3, 4 punches in a row right on Serrano, you know, rocking her head back. And Serrano was, you know, just went back to walking forward again, winging punches. I mean, that's not... Give her credit, yes, for being aggressive, but she wasn't landing. She was landing about 1 out of every 5 punches, whereas Katie Taylor was landing 3 or 4 out of every 5. So yeah, that's what I saw. I thought Katie Taylor won clearly, and that's the whole point of this video, really, is to dismiss this idea that she got a gift decision, or that Serrano was robbed, because that absolutely was not the case. Alright, let me know what you thought.